Yeah, it's on this thing.
Right.
Start again, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I want you to trick. This is a test of your instructional ability. It's going to be in 2 halves, yeah?
Yeah.
So I want you to treat me today as a pupil at the partly trained stage.
Okay.
I have had some lessons with another instructor, and he has got the same car as you, but I've never met you before, yeah?
Okay.
He said today he was going to look at, he was going to teach me how to deal with crossroads. That's all aspects of crossroads: turning left, turning right, going straight across, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah? So for this phase you can call me Tony.
Okay.
I am familiar with the controls of the car, yeah?
Yes. Hi there, Tony.
Yep.
I'm George.
Hi, George.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
I was talking to Fred last night
Yep.
on the phone. Fred can't be with us today. And he said that today we're going to go through crossroads with you.
Yep.
As you can see, I've got the same car as him.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
controls, etc., should all be familiar to you. With crossroads, now I believe you've already done some emerging and turning, is that correct?
I've done some approaching junctions last week.
Okay.
I've done a little bit of emerging a few weeks ago.
Okay, and that was at T-junctions, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've done approaching last week.
You did approaching last
Yeah.
week, okay. 6, isn't it? No. PST 9, sorry. Let me just get to the right page here. This here is a diagram of crossroads for you.
All right.
Okay.
Complicated.
It's essentially the same as approaching to turn left or turn right, but we have a road opposite. So last week when you were doing your approach and your junctions, you just didn't have.
No, last week I was approaching to turn into roads like this.
Oh, sorry, you were turning in, so you were
Yeah.
on the major road,
Yeah.
turning there.
Yeah.
The difference is as you were approaching here. So let's say, for example, you were this vehicle here. You just had the road there. Today we're also going to be looking at the roads coming that way as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So the main difference with is your observations as you're approaching there, because you have the other road to consider as well. Because you will have vehicles, or you will have traffic approaching from there as well, whereas before you've just had the vehicles here and at this road. Okay. As we approach a crossroads, the first thing that we do is our hazard routine. And we start our hazard routine. So we've got your mirrors.
Which vehicle am I? I'm getting confused.
If you were approaching, if you were on the major road, you'd be this vehicle here. But in this diagram here, you're this vehicle here with the learner 1-1. So in this picture here, this is you approaching to turn left. Okay. So if you were this vehicle here, as you're approaching, you've got your hazard routine. So your mirror speed, mirror signal, position, speed, and look. As you're approaching, what mirrors? The mirrors that you'd be checking. You'll be checking, if you were turning left, you'll be checking your middle mirror.
Are you asking me, Tony?
I'll be telling you. Or well, what mirrors do you think you would check if you were approaching and turning left?
Well, last week I was checking middle and left.
Okay. Why were you checking the middle mirror first?
See how class vehicles are behind me.
And the left one?
See how bicycles are there.
Okay, and if you were turning right, which mirrors were you
Left
checking?
and right.
Okay. And again, the middle one was for your...
Same thing. See how close people are behind me.
And what was your right one for?
See if anybody's overtaken.
Okay. Your signal. Did Fred talk about when you apply the signal?
Different times.
Okay.
Said it wasn't black and white.
Okay. And your position. What position did you take if you were turning left?
Kept my normal driving position.
Okay. And if you were turning right?
He mentioned something about sometimes you go near the left to centre.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't.
And do you remember the speeds that he would have spoke about?
I wasn't looking at the speedo, but he mentioned based on what you can see, walking or jogging.
Okay. Do you know the difference that walking would be for what type of junction?
Yeah, walking would be when I couldn't see. jogging would be when I could.
When it was open, okay. And then your last one is looking. So when you were looking at the junctions last week, where were you looking as you approached?
Into the road.
Okay. With the crossroads, we're going to be looking into the road, but we're also going to go opposite as well. So your observations, you're going to be looking right, opposite, left, opposite, as a minimum for your observations there. The bulk junction here. The bulk junction means that you don't enter into that unless you.
No, I read that.
Oh, you read that? Yeah. You would have read that in your highway code. Did it say any time that you could enter the bulk junction at all?
I read it as don't enter the box unless your way is clear.
Okay, that's fine. With this here, this is if you get to your vehicle and another vehicle and you're crossing each other's paths. The safest way is if we can go driver's door to driver's door, but that might not always be possible with the room that you have, or the vehicle might have entered the junction before you and has taken it to go passenger door to passenger door. So in that case, that's what you would do, but that's the safest because it allows you to see clearer into the road ahead. With that one, then it could involve you. Did you speak with Fred about peeping and creeping?
Yeah, we don't creep.
Peeping and creeping, so you may have to move forward using peep and creep
Yeah.
to check that it's safe for you to go. Okay. This example here, this also is to show you about who has priority. So if you're the yellow vehicle here and this is the red vehicle, who has priority?
Don't know.
Well, because you're both going straight on, you both have the same priority. If he had a right signal on to go that way, you would have priority because he's crossing your path.
Oh, right, yeah.
And vice versa, if you were turning right, then he would have priority
Oh, right.
because you're crossing his path.
Yeah, so no problem there. If I got priority, get on with it.
No, it's not that. The best thing to do is to make eye contact with them, get an to anticipate what they're doing.
Right.
With that one. Have you got any questions about that at all?
Yeah, it sounds a bit confusing, but
Okay. Once we're on the road, we'll get a bit of practice in and will that make any, hopefully that'll make some sense to you. Okay. Do you want to get yourself set up?
yeah.
When you were doing your approaches last week, can you tell me how did you identify the roads? Actually, I'll let you deal with that first.
I could see a gap in the building.
Okay.
I sometimes saw a road sign, or sometimes saw vehicles coming out or going in.
Okay. With crossroads,
Yeah.
what difference do you think you would have in identifying them?
I've never done crossroads.
No, you've not. But with crossroads, you have the same. The difference is you've just got the road opposite you. It might not be directly opposite you as well. Sometimes you do have a type of junction called a staggered crossroads, where the roads are.
Yeah,
not exactly
I saw a couple of road signs last week to tell me that it was a left or right hand turn coming up as well.
Yeah, you could also have a road sign with crossroads.
It's a cross, isn't it?
It's a cross, so it's a red triangle with a cross.
Yeah, cross like that.
Yes, like that.
Like when you vote, you put a cross in the box.
Yes, no, that's an X in the vote.
Oh, right,
you would have a straight line with a cross,
Oh, right. Right.
perpendicular on it, going straight across it. Okay. Can you tell me what you can see in the mirror there, Tony?
Square the whole back window. See a bit in my head, but straighten a bit of yours.
Okay, and can you tell me what you see in your left mirror there?
See a bit of finger through to the car, the top of the buildings, the bin, and the road.
Okay, and in your right mirror, please, Tony?
Finger width to the car, top of the buildings, see that car behind and the road.
Okay, that's fine. Then if you're ready, we'll move off when we're...
Right at the end.
And if you turn right at the end for me, please, Tony. So this is crossroads that we've got up ahead, because you can see the road opposite, left and right. So the first thing that we do when we see the crossroads is we check the mirror. So again, we can identify crossroads here. We've got roads left and right. So we check the mirror, Tony. Check your middle.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is it important that we check that mirror as well?
I don't know. Just doing what I'm told. And turning left.
And turning left, please. So again, we've got crossroads. We've got roads opposite, left and right. So if you check your middle and left mirror, middle and left mirror, please, Tony. Okay, and then put your signal on. And if we could select first gear, please. Okay, and if we move forward, so we're keeping a good position here, and we're checking right, opposite.
Can I go?
Yes,
I can.
Yes, you can. And look into the road that we're going, please, Tony. And we're on a new road, so middle mirror to check that we're on a new road now.
And turning left.
And turning left. So middle and left mirror, signal on. So new road, new mirrors, middle mirror, please, thank you. And again, we've got another crossroads, so we're scanning as we go through. But we keep looking through the windscreen to scan. If you're looking through the side windows, then it's too late. So we're checking the mirror, keeping the speed the same as we go through this junction here. Position to the centre of the road. It's nicely done there. And if you check your mirrors again, because we've went through that. I went through the
and turning left.
And turning left, please, Tony. That's nice mirror and signal and approach to this here.
Was that good?
That was good, yes. And that's the same that you would use if you're turning left at a crossroads. And your positioning there as well. And that emerged very good. And again, that's the same if you were turning left at a crossroads. Nice held back, left the room there to keep that junction clear. Well done. So yeah, as we're approaching the crossroads, it was if you're turning left, it's the middle and left mirror. Can you remember why we checked them in that order?
See how close the vehicle is behind me and look for bicycles.
Okay, and if there was a bicycle
and
there,
left.
what would you do? Turn left, please, Tony.
I have to stop here, haven't I?
Yes, you could. You stop. So ahead of us here, we've got a controlled crossroads. How can you identify it's a crossroads?
I've never done them, I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you can see we get vehicles approaching from the right, and we may also see one on the left, but we can see a gap in the building. And we've also got a road opposite as well, where you can see the bus sitting.
Yeah, I see traffic lights. Not a problem here, is it?
No, it's a controlled crossroads.
Yeah, when it goes green, I just go.
If you're going straight on, yes, but when we go through, you may have cars the other side that might jump the red light. So that's why as you're going through, you scan through the windscreen, right and left. So as we go through, we keep scanning right and left. But if we keep scanning through the windscreen as we're going through. We don't scan through the side windows, because by that point we're already going through the junction, and it could be too late at that point.
Second left has been the first.
Yeah, the second left, please, Tony.
It's not crossroads, is it?
Yes, it is a crossroads. You swung out there, Tony, to come in. Why
yeah, I always do, so I don't mount the curb.
Okay.
And turning right.
I'm going to turn right, please. There's good mirrors there. If you swing out, because you've got your signal on, someone might try and overtake you. And if you swing out, you would swing right into their path.
Oh.
So it's quite important that we we keep as close to the left as we can. And also, if you swing out, it puts you into the oncoming lane of traffic, so you may drive into someone there.
Turning left.
And turn left, please. Tell us what mirrors are you checking here?
And then left.
Okay. And signal on. So keep nice and close to the curb there.
Yeah, I looked into that road really well, didn't
You
I?
did look into that road really well, and your position was good there. Why is it important, do you think, to keep that position?
Turning right.
Turning right, please, Tony. So again, crossroads.
I can go here, can
No,
I?
you can't go, Tony. Into first gear. And it's safe to go now. We judge if it's safe to go. We judge if it's safe to go if we can walk from one curb across the road to the other curb. That's how we judge if it's safe to go.
Call ended.
Oh, it's turned off.
Okay, so we have a crossroads up ahead. So we're going straight over, we're going to check the middle mirror first.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring our speed down as we approach, Tony. So we want to stay behind the white line. Stay behind the white line, please, Tony. Yeah, I've gone over slightly. So can you see where the white line is in the car at the moment?
There.
Okay, well, we actually need that to be closer to the wing mirror, because we're now over the white line, and that's dangerous because we're actually in the road slightly.
We haven't got any wing mirrors.
Side mirrors.
Shall I sit here?
No, if we select first gear, Tony, you need to be in first gear to move off, or else we'll stall.
Yeah, that must be important, you keep saying it.
Yeah, it's if we're not in the right gear, we will stall.
Shall I go?
Is it? Yes, it's safe to go, because we could walk across the road. Yes, it's safe to go. Because we
I was
could.
counting on you checking there, yeah? Fred always makes me check.
Yeah. It's safe to go if you can walk from one curb to the other curb. So if you could walk from one curb to the other curb without running, then it's safe for you to go there. So again, we're approaching this crossroads, so we check the mirror. Check the mirror, please, Tony. It's important that we do that to check for cars behind us.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left, please, Tony. Just wait to see what these kids are doing.
And turning left.
And turning left. please,
Sorry,
Tony.
not this left, the next left. Just past the weight restriction.
Turn the next left, please, Tony. So again, we've got a.
What's this crossroads?
It is a staggered crossroads. Good timing with the signal there. Out, stay in there, please, Tony. Why is it important that we keep the car in the same position as when you're emerging?
What do you mean?
When you've emerged to the left, you've kept the car nice and close to the curb. Why would that be the same when we're turning into
I
the
don't know
left?
what you mean. What did I do wrong?
You swung the car out.
Oh, did I swing it again?
You swung out again there.
I must have forgotten.
It's do you remember why I said it's important that we don't swing out?
Oh yeah, you said something about people overtaking me.
Yeah. Or
And turning right.
And turning right, please, Tony. Yeah, if you swing out, if a vehicle's overtaking you, they could drive into us, or if there's a car in the oncoming lane, then you swing into their path, and that's dangerous. They could. We don't want anybody to have to stop, skid or swerve because of their actions. So as we come through here, we're going to judge if it's safe by if we could walk across the road. So if you hang on there, Tony.
Hang on.
That's not what I meant to say.
I hang on when I'm on a push bike.
You do hang on.
can go now, couldn't I?
You can go after this car, yes, because you could walk across, yeah? So straighten up the wheels, please, Tony, and back onto the other side of the road. We ended up on the other side there because you started turning your wheels before we'd actually started moving.
I always do that, you get away quicker.
Well, it's quite important that we keep the wheels straight. A couple of reasons. Number one,
turning left.
And turning left, please, Tony. So you kept the car nice and close to the curb there as you turned in. We didn't swing out.
Oh, yeah,
And it's
Fred told me to follow the curb, right?
so we're following the curb. So that's the same that we'll use at crossroads.
And turning left.
So turning left, please, Tony. So where are you going to keep your position as you come out of this crossroads here?
Where?
Yeah, where? How close are you going to stay to the curb? And we've come over the line a bit again now. So is it safe to go?
Yeah.
Yep, let's go then.
Looking right. And get on with it.
Opposite and left.
Turning right.
Turning right, please, Tony. So, what mirrors? That's good. So when we're turning right here, if there's any cars coming straight over, who would have priority, them or us? If they were coming straight over?
They would.
Okay.
I have to be able to sprint from the centre line into the road.
No, you want to be able to, you've got to be able to walk from one curb to the other curb. So if we cover the brake, Tony, and stop there, please. This person's letting us go, so we do need to, if we can move forward, Tony. And so we get back onto the other side of the road. So
And
again,
turning right.
And turning right, please, Tony. So you kept the wheel straight there before turning right, and that's the same as what we want in the crossroads. The reason being is if
And turning left.
turning left, please. If you start turning your wheels to the right before we move, someone may think that you're actually going to pull out in front of them, so that could cause them to stop.
And turning left.
And turning left, please, Tony. So we stop there, Tony. If you want to select first gear. The reason I stopped you there was to keep you behind the white line. So as you can see, we've not crossed the white line.
Yeah, I can't see anything now.
Okay, if there's nothing behind us, so I've got control. If you want to move the car forward about a foot.
About a foot.
About a foot, yeah.
How big's a foot?
It's about that much.
It's going to be hard for me to measure.
Okay.
Shall I go forward and you tell me when to
Yeah,
stop?
if you go forward, I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, if you stop there, Tony. So where's the white line now coming into the car?
Just before the door mirror.
Okay, if we move forward again ever so slightly, move forward till I
I
tell you
think
to
I'm there
stop.
now.
Yeah? Okay, so the car's still behind the white line, so it's now safe for us. We've not crossed the white line, so we've not went into the path of oncoming
I
traffic.
reckon you're making a big deal about this white line.
It's important that we don't go over it. If we go over it, a car might not be expecting us to go over it, and it puts us into oncoming traffic. Someone could have to stop, skid or swerve to avoid colliding with us. Okay. So whilst we're here, before we move out, we'll do our observations, which
Yeah,
is right,
left and right.
and opposite as well, because we've got the road over there as well.
There's never anybody there, so what are you worried about?
We could have pedestrian. It's a one-way street, but we might have a cyclist coming down it the wrong way, could have a driver coming down, so it's very important we check that.
Oh,
So if we do right, opposite, left, right again, and we could pull out. Looking into the road now that we're turning into, Tony, so looking into the road. Okay, so check the middle mirror now that we're on a new road,
and turning left.
and turning left, please, Tony. That's nice, judging where you're stopping there. Good observations coming out of that as well. So your observations when you're coming out, turning left, it's the same as crossroads, but you've just got to take in that road opposite as well.
Sorry?
At crossroads, your observations, it's the same as if you were turning left or right, but you just need to add in opposite as well. So again, here we've got, if we scan as we go through, again, we've got these crossroads. So
and turning left.
So we're going to turn left. So we're not going to swing out. And looking into the road that we're going, Tony, please.
Oh.
And good mirror check as we come onto the new road.
And turning left.
And turning left, please, Tony.
And if you get me to stop on the left here.
And if you stopping in the left, please, Tony.
I'll reverse this back on my own, okay?
No worries.
How did I do?
Hey, you were doing well there. Your mirrors were good, and I would
Yep.
still like to get some practice in with your positioning and some observations. How do you think you did?
Don't know. It's all new to me.
Yeah. How do you think I did?
Eh?
How do you think I did?
Sorry?
How do you think I did?
I don't know. How many a pupil?
Oh, I still don't know.
Okay. Let's put a break off there.
Okay.